on the question of whether to make it compulsory, I think that the extent of the public's reaction to following the lockdown shows that we will be able to achieve very, very high levels of vaccination without taking that step. And so our task is to ensure that it is, in the first instance, we support the science as much as possible, because we can't assume there'll be a vaccine. There is no coronavirus vaccine yet, and for any of the existing coronaviruses, and this is uncertain science. But whilst I don't rule anything out, we're proceeding on the basis that just such a huge proportion of the population are going to take this up because of the obvious benefits to individuals and their families and their communities and indeed the whole nation, that there'll be enormous demand for it as and when the science is safe to proceed. I think there has been no greater demonstration in modern history that vaccines save lives than the need for a vaccine to save lives and to get the world going again following the outbreak of COVID-19. And we will only license a vaccine when it is both effective and safe. The aim of test, track and trace is to hunt down and isolate the virus so it's unable to reproduce. And crucially, test, track and trace allows us to take a more targeted approach to lockdown while still safely containing the disease. From tomorrow, we will begin to pilot test, track and trace on the Isle of Wight, starting with health professionals and rolling out this week to all citizens. Because the more people who download the app, the more effective it's going to be, because you need two people having downloaded the app for it to be effective, for one to be able to tell the other that they've been in close contact with somebody who's got symptoms of COVID-19. If we tested it somewhere where it would be easy, we wouldn't find as many of the challenges, rather than testing it somewhere where you've got to have the technology, but you've got to have the human contact tracing as well. They go hand in hand. They help each other, and so that is actually one of the things we thought about before choosing the Isle of Wight as the place to go first.